Erin, or Gimme Yarn 418.
And this is Margaret. From Sheepishly Sharing. Really, seriously sheepishly.
Do we look a little different? Hi guys, it is Erin, or Gimme Yarn 418, and...
It's me, Margaret. Or Miss Margaret, as half of y'all call me. Why does that happen? We still haven't figured it out.
I don't know. And Dewey is woofing over here in the corner.
In his basket.
In his basket. Okay. In my arms. Just kidding.
Yeah, he didn't like the basket.
So we have had a fun-filled weekend gallivanting across the Northeast. And we were going to show you some of the things we purchased.
Which was really
just
fun.
A few.
I mean, we did a lot of stuff that didn't involve buying yarn, but you probably won't believe us when you see what we're about to show you.
So why don't you start? The first place we went was White River Yarn in White River Junction, Vermont, which is my LYS. And I have to say it's a very impressive LYS.
It is. And the borrowing library, is that what they call it?
Mm-hmm.
They had massive bookshelves full of any kind of book you would want, beginner book, advanced books, knitting, crochet, just about anything that was there. And she can just borrow it like a library.
The first year we pay $15 to borrow from the library, which is the equivalent, in my mind, of purchasing one book. Mm-hmm. And for any year after that, it's only $10.
And you never use all the patterns in one book anyway.
Nope.
So it's so much. Did you just kiss me? Oh, don't drink out of your mama's cup.
I haven't bought a book in over a year since I joined. So, but I have bought single patterns though. So.
Well, but that you're going to use. That's a value.
Yep.
Where I feel horrible when I buy a book and then I use one pattern out of it. So that's a really good thing. All right, so we went to there and we met Karen, who owned it.
Do I have something on my face?
No. You look great. It looks real natural. We met Karen, who owns the shop, and she has exquisite taste. Everything that was in there was, I thought, well, you know how I am. I don't like anything that looks like, oh, grandmother did it, 40 years ago. She was really up to date on all the things, even the examples of made-up sweaters and whatnot that she had.
I think all of her stuff is fresh.
Okay, well, wait. First of all, look what I bought. James C. Brett Chunky Marble, which I have never seen, felt, or whatever. Remember when I did Zoe's Scooty hoodie thing? I didn't have it, so I used a substitute for it. And this is gorgeous, and I couldn't stand it. I had to buy it right away. So it's my favorite blues and greens and kind of ocean colors, I guess you would say. And then I bought that, checked out, and then while Erin was buying something, I got distracted again. And this was a set of shawl pins. And I bought this rope one. And then you got to pick your separate pin part. And so they had a little sample knitted up, and you got to try it to see what it looked like. And so I bought sort of a simple one and the little rope that goes with it.
I love that.
I do too.
I have to go back. I had never actually seen those before.
It was right by the register.
No.
But there was a good selection, too. One of them was a sheep. And, normally I would have gravitated toward the sheep. But we decided that with the rope, it would be kind of morbid, like the...
Sheep and M?
Yeah. Or, just abusive to the sheep. So we got a plain one.
And I thought those were pretty reasonable. I didn't think they were too expensive.
They were what?
$25 for the set.
And they're pewter. Isn't that right?
I think so.
Very pretty.
Dude, you can't drink your coffee.
And very heavy. Okay, what did you get?
I got 4 skeins of yarn I have talked about it in some of my videos. I want to knit the smocked dress for my niece. So I got 4 skeins of this. This is You Love You, You So Sporty. It's a washable 100% superwash merino.
She didn't say it right. It's You So Sporty. That's how you're supposed to say that.
And it's in seafoamy, tealy, greeny, bluey. And I'm starting to notice that everything I'm making for my niece is green. And you would think it would all be pink. But I think she already has so much.
But this is a very, I think, soft girly pink.
Yes.
I mean, soft girly green.
I don't like to do anything traditional, though. I like non-traditional colors on babies.
Well, didn't you just buy a lot of that baby yarn from Joann's in some non-traditional colors not too long ago?
Yeah, but that's been given away already.
Oh.
I donated that
Okay.
yarn, so. And I got 4 skeins of that, and I will be starting that sometime soon.
Okay, then we went to Webb's.
We did.
And that was an experience.
We did a little damage.
I think, okay, that's going to be in my video. We are splitting the trip up between our 2 videos. So if you are Erin's subscriber and you want to see what happens on a separate day, you might have to come to my channel to watch
I'll put a
that.
link in the description below to that video.
And vice versa.
Yeah.
Okay. So we went to Webb's, and I got to see all the yarn that I've heard y'all talk about, because I do have a local yarn store. But first of all, it's open like at 10:30 in the morning. Yeah, which is very, very awkward because I'm not there around that time. It's in a part of town that I do frequent, but I'm usually there early in the morning. Anyway, to make a long story short, I have never seen a lot of this gorgeous yarn, and that place was rather breathtaking. When I first walked in, I was very surprised at how big it was, and she said, "But wait, there's more."
Yeah.
We got to go out in this warehouse section.
Yeah.
But we actually didn't find anything in the warehouse section.
You did get one thing, that thing in the back.
Oh!
But I did give Margaret a tip before she went, and I said, take a look at your queue, think about what you might want to make with yarn that you typically wouldn't buy for yourself, and because you can get a discount at Webb's, the more you buy, they take off a percentage.
And then we pulled our purchases, so we
to get
achieved the larger discount. And apparently that was normally just a normal part of it. But he even
they're all really nice
it.
there. The young man,
that
was his name.
His name tag said "young man." So they acted like that was just part of normal business, and they even split it.
They even let us pay separately, but gave us the discount jointly, which was nice.
So that was pretty neat. So this was the first thing I put in my basket. More James C. Brett Chunky Marble. They had select colors on sale for $7.49, something like that.
I think those are the discontinued colors,
right,
generally.
And this
but
is
I like that color.
Chartreuse tonal, I would say. And really fond of this too. So these are my 2 James C. Bretts that I'll be finding something to do with, although I don't know what. Okay, then I have this butterfly shawl, which I will show you at some point in my videos. And it's a crocheted shawl calling for, I think it was a fingering or a lace
weight.
It was a lace weight. But of course it's a shawl, so you're not dealing with any kind of sizing issues here. And I wanted something that would make a very slow transition for that. And so we found this. Actually, this is the second thing I found. I found one that I liked a lot, and then I found this, and I ended up replacing the other. It is Kangaroo Dyer Blue-Faced Leicester.
Yep, that's the type of sheep.
Okay, that's the type of sheep. 110 grams on this. That's what it says. It's a Valley yarn, and that was another thing that I learned about was Valley is Webb's.
It's like the Webb's brand.
The Webb's brand.
Like a Loops and Threads or...
But they were all really nice yarns as far as I was concerned, because remember, I'm used to the world of acrylic. It is soft, and you can see the tonal. This is probably, I don't know if it's coming out right. I don't know.
Add some pictures.
It's hard to see. Yeah, we'll do that later.
Your video, I'm sure you'll show pictures.
Okay, I can do that. But it has anything from teal to bright royal, a light blue. I don't know. Very pretty colors.
Got 2 of those.
I got 2 of those to complete the shawl. And then I had my eye on this. Well, Erin had given me a magazine she had 2 of. And it was called Knit Simple.
It was actually given to me by Maria. I just want to say that because she sent me a whole bunch of magazines that will be I will be giving away later on. So
because you had them already.
Yes, I have. So they're duplicates.
Right. So you kept the ones that you didn't have, and she offered it to me. It was called Knit Simple, and I found it's a lace hat and scarf pattern. And when I say lace, it's like a beginner lace, which I need to practice. The only time I've ever done anything like that was in the dishcloth That my very
and
first
that's exactly.
disc
I think the hat's just like that, isn't it? Rows of violets.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it'll be very similar.
Knit, and then you skip and knit two together or something like that. And I think I can handle that. But it called for a worsted, and this is a tonal. Would we call this teal?
I would call that a teal.
A teal tonal. So I got 3 of those, and the brand.
Z's favorite yarn.
Oh yeah, I specifically look Z Malabrigo. I specifically was looking for a Malabrigo because I was introduced to it at White River Yarns. I was feeling it and was like, oh, what is that? It was really nice. So I decided I wanted to be brave, and I bought this at $13.60 a skein, which is very much for me because y'all know I'm cheap. I buy the cheapest yarn on sale.
25% off.
I did.
Yep.
I did, and that was good. So I still have
Look
never...
for the positive.
I still have never paid full price. No, I paid full price for this yarn, and I don't often do that. Very excited about that. Okay, then what came next? Oh, Erin found this, and I just loved it so much that I just had to have some too. It's James C. Brett Marble, but not chunky.
It's DK, I think.
Yes, double knitting.
Yep.
So, we loved that. It's naturals and greens and some pinks and stuff, and that was really good. Okay, why did I buy this?
Because you had seen it in a pattern. You had a hat pattern.
Yes, it's a hat pattern. I'll put the link in my video. I'll just do a little clarification. This is the main yarn haul video, but I will clarify what I need to make when I get home. This is called Knit Cole, Knitcol, and that was the yarn that was specified in that pattern, and it really changed colors well, and it has those nicey little color changes right there, which makes it look as though you're doing Intarsia or Fair Isle, rather, and without having to actually do it. And so I bought this in fall colors. It doesn't have a name, it just gives you a color number.
68?
Yeah.
No, 2? 68.
68. No. Yeah, 68. So, anyway, I was really fond of these fall colors for that, so I'm doing that. And it feels so good. What is it made of? 100% merino.
Superwash.
So I'm excited about that. Okay, and then no. I don't remember why I bought this either.
You bought that to make the hat, and then you found that.
Oh, that's right. And I couldn't
This is
put
self-striping.
And I couldn't put it back because I fell in love with it. I don't know if I would be able to remember half of this stuff if Erin hadn't been there with me. It was quite overwhelming.
I remember my first time. My first time. Like it was yesterday.
It was like a trip to Disney World. If you've ever been to Disney World, it's so much. You look over there and you see there's sights, there's sounds, there's smells. It was tremendous, and everybody in there was so nice. We would be speaking, and they would overhear us and join in, and because everybody understood, we got it.
And there was always someone there making sure if you needed to find something that they could help you.
Oh, that's very true. Then we were over by the expensive stuff, Madeline Tosh. Now, I never would have thought that I would buy something like
Neither did
this.
I. I didn't think I would. I didn't mean you, but I didn't think you would either.
I was about to say, is it surprising?
It surprised me.
I was surprised, but they had this shawl made up, and on their tags it tells you if where the pattern is. So
which I can put a picture of the shawl in here too, so they could see it.
Okay. And I loved it. Loved everything about it. I loved the shawl pattern, and I loved the yarn. So
she even tried it on over the mannequin.
Well, I'll send you that picture, and you can put that in here too. This is called Opaline, was the color. It's grays and some neutrals and very thin too. What is it?
It's a fingering weight.
It's a fingering weight. So I'm going to have to be brave because I really am chicken about knitting with the thin yarns. I have plenty of them, and I'm just afraid to do it. So
that's, I think, a new fiber to you too. I don't think you've ever used linen.
Oh no. I've never. This is 90% superwash merino and 10% linen, and it is really fine. It is. When I say fine, I'm talking fine, not like Fine as in thin, because it's fingering weight, which is thin, but not lace. But, oh, hush up. Okay, so anyway.
That's so pretty.
Oh, I've wrinkled that.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Our beautiful artwork.
Okay.
That's okay.
That's to come. All right, then last but not least, I got some needles. Erin, as I've mentioned before, has been my mentor in this whole crafting process, and I was wishing for some interchangeables for hats. Oh, they do make interchangeables for hats, and she told me exactly what to find. So we each have this set, Knitter's Pride Nova, but they only go to a size 4. And here you could buy additional. So I've got a really complete set now.
Mm-hmm.
I had no reason to actually buy these.
You might need them someday.
I just had to get them. Right, I felt like now I have the most complete set I could possibly have.
They come bigger than what comes in the set, too. Like 15 and 17. I don't know.
I thought I had a complete
tips.
set. Now I'm going to have to spend more
You're going to
money.
have to come back.
Yeah, the small, they have the fat ones and small tips?
I don't know if they're in small tips. I know they have them in the longer tips, because I have the small set and the large set.
I have the large set, but, I have the long
one,
set.
the regular ones.
But
yeah.
I don't have any for bulky yarns or anything like
Yeah,
that.
because when I knit a bulkier sweater,
Yeah.
similar to the one you're wearing,
Like this?
I got home and realized I didn't have the 17 and the 15 didn't come in the set, so I had to order them.
So I guess I'll be looking forward to that purchase one day, too. And that's all I bought at Webb's. What did you buy at Webb's?
I didn't buy anything.
Nothing?
Nothing.
Yes, you
Oh,
did,
okay.
because we pulled our...
Yes. I also bought some Jane Seabrett marble DK in the same color that Margaret had. What is this called? MT6.
Truth be told, she found it, and I copied.
Well, this is the one I was drawn to first. This is MT21.
Apparently, we were really in a teal buying mood. Then,
Yes.
weren't we?
I told Kristen this was for my niece, but it's really to make something for her. Because she likes blues and grays. So. And I know she doesn't often watch videos, and if she does, it's okay. She can be surprised. Well, I'll save that for last. And I had Margaret pick out a button for the button monster, and I picked out one for myself, and she picked out... I may be hopelessly addicted, but at least I don't share needles.
Is it true?
It's true. And then I picked, well, it was funny picking out the buttons, because she said, oh, I like that one. I said, oh, I have it. Oh, I like that one. Oh, I have it. This one says, the zombie apocalypse. How will you prepare?
How will you get it? We better start packing our yarn and needles and crochet hooks so we'll be ready.
I might be short. Maybe I should go get some more.
Just in case.
She got to see the studio in person, so.
And I forgot to take video while we were up
Well,
there.
we have to go up and wind your yarn, so.
Oh, we do need to do that.
Yeah.
And I want y'all to see the Stairway of Hedgehogs.
Yes.
That is absolutely adorable. Well, you've seen her hedgehogs before, but you need to see them. Have you shown them on the stairs?
I haven't shown them on the steps. My goal is to make one for every step going up.
All right, well, then I'm not going to show you.
No, you can show them. It's okay. It's going to be years until I have one for
Oh,
every
okay.
step. I, too, fell down the Madeline Tosh rabbit hole. I purchased this beautiful yarn. If you are friends with Sarah Hepworth on Ravelry or Instagram, she knit this beautiful orange awareness ribbon scarf, shawlette. I don't know what it's called. And she gave me some guidance as to how she did it. And I have been affected by breast cancer in my immediate family, and I wanted to make one in pink, so I got this. This is Madeline Tosh Pashmina in the color Fragrant, and this is the most expensive skein of yarn I've ever purchased. It is 75% merino wool, 15% silk, and 10% cashmere. It's sport weight
great yarn.
and 360 yards. And I had two colors. I also had Molly Ringwald in a lighter weight, and I really was torn. I almost came home with both.
Well, actually, we even tried to look at some of the lesser expensive yarns.
But
and
this one...
it just didn't compare.
Because this is something that's going to be really special for me, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought it was worth... I'll share with you. It was $31, which I've never and may never, ever spend that much on a skein of yarn again. But
And the color's coming out really bright in
It's
here.
not that
it's
bright,
not fuchsia like that. It's a real soft.
I'll try and take some pictures that are more true to color. So, unfortunately, we're recording at night, so there's no natural light. And that's all I bought at Webb's.
And then we went to AC Moore, which I had never seen either. So I was kind of in shell shock from what I had purchased already. And even though there were some good deals there, I just could not bring myself to get them. But Miss Levelhead, who did not overspend at Webb's,
But I've been there twice this year, and I'm sure I overspent then.
was able to partake in the bargains.
I got two. You guys know that I love Karen 1-pounders for things like amigurumi and crocheted hats and things like that. And they had some new colors. They had, what do they call this? Dark gray mix.
It's like
Mix?
It's like a charcoal.
What is it mixed with? It's gray.
Well, it does kind of have something.
Oh, maybe it's more heathered.
Yes.
Yeah. So I got that one. And then I also got medium gray mix. I wonder if there's a light gray mix that we didn't see.
I don't know.
So I love putting gray with a lot of things. And then I need to knit another pair of those bulky slippers. So I picked up this Bernat Chunky.
You know, you
to
said
do those.
when you showed those slippers that I don't care if I ever make another pair of these.
It's for the
again.
same person, so I don't mind. They are one of the most knit-worthy people I've ever met in my life. They, like, fall down on the floor. Thank you. It's wonderful. So I'm going to knit those. And I had to get buttons for those gray. I had a lot of black buttons, but none that were the same size and I had enough of. So that's what I bought there.
Yay! We did great.
We have another bag. We then went to 6 Loose Women today.
Oh.
I kid you not, that's what it's called. 6 Loose Women. Oh no, 6 Loose Ladies and Friends.
6 Loose Women.
In Ludlow, Vermont. And I didn't buy anything.
Well, not exactly.
But I did come home with something.
And she didn't steal it.
No, I didn't.
Well, I did too, but the only thing I bought was a shirt
I love that shirt.
that says, can you see it? Support.
Dewey likes it.
Do you like it, Dewey? It says support wooled fleece. Get it? I thought that was cute. But that's all I got from there. Although that was a really neat store too.
Yeah.
I really like that store.
And then Kristen picked out a shirt for herself. She's in desperate need of long sleeve shirts for the winter. Dewey, you need to sit. You want to go see Margaret?
That's me. I'll take the baby.
So she picked out a shirt that says renewable energy. Renew.
Renewable.
And I thought it was really cute. Nice color. And there's a website on these. It's DeborahKellis.com. I'll put a link in the description below. Because they had limited sizing, so I'm going to go on and look and see if I can find something that I like.
And they also had several more clever quips, you know, that were really cute.
That's the receipt. Nobody needs to see that. And then Kristen asked me if I could knit her a pair of these gross things. Well, they're gross because they've been on my feet. But and I said, yes, of course. Pick out the yarn. And now I'm off camera. And
Kristen said, seriously?
Seriously?
Like you don't have any yarn?
And I just wanted to make sure that she was getting the color she wanted. She actually, quite honestly, very rarely asks me to make her something unless she sees blue and says, that would be a nice hat. That would be a nice, that's all she says. That would be a nice hat.
And she wore the first hat you ever made her today.
Yeah, and it's a little too short now. So she picked out these, what are they, suede?
Yes, suede on the
Suede-soled
outside.
slippers, slipper bottoms to put on the bottom. And they were green. It was the only one they had in her size, but that didn't bother her. And she picked out some Cascade 220, just regular 220, it's not Heather's, in color 8401 to go with that. So I will be making those for her soonly. With my good English. And I like that color. It's a gray camel-y color. I'll do those soonish, and then I'll have to sneak over to my in-laws' house and use their washer when they're not home because we have a front loader, and I always sneak over and use their washer to felt.
Well, I wondered about that. Olivia had done a lot of felting, but you don't have a lot of water in
It's
a
not
front loader.
water that you need, it's agitation. And very little water, actually, to do it.
Oh.
So, they have a top loader, and I put it in a zippered pillowcase because I don't want to ruin their washer, and I'm sure they wouldn't mind. I don't really have to sneak over and use their washer. But I put it in a zipped pillowcase, and I put in a couple of doggy mini tennis balls that I got on clearance at Walmart one year, and I throw, I think, 6 in there to help agitate it even more so it felts faster.
Do you put other things like towels?
I don't put towels because I put the balls, and I just add a teeny tiny bit of wool wash just so it washes it because it's on your feet, and I'm probably not going to be washing your slippers, so.
Well, you told me not to use Woolite on something.
No, you don't want to use Woolite on your hand knits.
Okay,
on wool.
So always use the
You want to use a
soak.
wool wash, like Soak, Eucalyptus, there's a Kookaburra. Woolite, I've been told will can strip the fibers, and it's not good for it. So I use Eucalyptus. I use either unscented or lavender. Those are my 2 favorites.
And I'm assuming Webb's carries that.
It does, but I actually have a small bottle I'll give you to bring home because I have 2 big bottles. And you can try it out and see if you like the lavender.
Yeah, because you haven't given me anything.
You need like this much. That's all you need.
This is Santa Claus.
No.
Yeah.
There are very few knit-worthy people in my life. That's all I'll say. Yes, and this is my Emily Henley that I showed the other day that was wet. It was freezing today, and we did an outdoor activity in Vermont.
But I'm really glad we did because I feel real Vermonty now.
And it might snow tonight, but don't tell Margaret.
They're scaring me because I have to drive back to the airport tomorrow.
She thinks I'm kidding, but it might snow tonight.
And I'm just so experienced in driving in the snow.
Kristen will drive you to the airport if it
I'm
snows.
not like her driving to the airport.
Well, I'll have to follow her.
No, I'll be fine. Because I've surmised that it probably this early will only be a light snow, and I am capable of driving in a light snow. What? Are you singing this puppy?
Yes, we do.
You want to be on it? This is the best sweet little puppy. He skips when he walks. His little hind
We call him
leg.
Hop-along.
Yes,
Hop-along do.
It's the cutest thing. His front legs just do normally, and his little back legs go skip, skip, skip.
He's very happy.
He's such a good guy. But he was sitting in my lap earlier, and Aaron said, "Do you want Margaret to take you home and put you in the suitcase?" And he got out of my lap and he ran to her. He was like, "No, Mama, no."
Yeah, so 28 minutes. That's pretty good.
Sorry.
So I'll put what we did in a separate video, and then the next video you'll have what we do tomorrow, which I think we're not quite decided of what we're going to do. We might want to just relax.
We've been nonstop.
We've been gallivanting.
We've had fun.
I've had a great time.
Me too.
Yes, I'm hoping your flight gets canceled again.
Again. Oh. That will be in my video.
Yeah. So I'll put another video together about what we did today, and then what we do tomorrow you'll have to see on, and the tearful goodbye you'll have to watch on Margaret's channel. So
Okay. Yeah, so we're doing this together, but separately.
yes.
So,
Can you say bye, Dewey?
bye?
Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.